Is it getting better? Do you feel the same? Will it make it easier on you now? You've got someone to blame.
So this is my medium, liquid. So I'm gonna just try to sketch. As you notice, my portrait is not bigger than my hand. So this is basically sight size. This is what we call sight size. The hair is gonna come like this. So at this stage, don't worry too much about the nitty-gritties of perfection. You just need to block in your light source, how the light affects the formation of the head, tip, and my linseed. Okay, so I'm going to dip my brush in that black and red cad red mixture. Just going to draw shape of formation of the hair. Always clean your brush. So when basically the head turns towards the darker side, it's going to reduce in colors. It's going to be more of a greenish value, right? I'm just going to fill that in. As soon as it turns towards the light, it's going to start showing some values, some saturation, but at the same time, it's going to retain the, what I've done is I've mixed some like greenish grays into this beautiful peach, and I'm going to tone it down. I'm going to tone the intensity down, so it's going to give me another plane. So these are all geometrical planes that as a professional painter you need to understand and you need to implement them in your projects.
This is a dark parade, another rough patch.
So whenever you're painting a portrait, always remember there are basically three segments that I divide my painting into. So this segment is gonna have more of yellow ochres in it on the skin, right? Like right here, okay? And let me show you. Okay, so this is gonna have more of the yellowish side on the forehead. And as we go down, we're gonna move more towards the pinkish side because this area is more pink, right? This is yellow. This is how I divide my portrait. And on the lower side, on the chin side, either it's gonna be like bluish, towards the bluish, or it's gonna be towards the greenish. So here you go. So this is how I divide my portrait, okay? And this is the structure that I use. This is how I use my palette. It is more effective. It makes my work easy. I can easily stand There's not much of weight. You may need to get used to it, but the thickness of this palette is 23 millimeters, and it's pretty thin and it's pretty light. So this is the pink that I was telling you about, and as we go down, it's gonna be more of a greenish. So I'm just gonna go and lay down my values, rough values. I'm not gonna blend at this stage.
The car was stuck, the engine stalled, and both of us got caught out in the snow, alone. There were times where I'd forget the lows.
Always remember not to go too over contrast with your values. Always keep them subtle. Always have subtle gradational changes. Don't worry about getting the exact values. Just try to make your own as you go along with this principle actually. So this is basically that really bright peach, and I'm going to mix slight black with it so that I can paint a darker value of the shadow, how it impacts the structure of the portrait. I'll mix that in slightly on the forehead. So as you can see, it's coming out pretty straightforward, and the best approach is to just go simple as possible, nothing complicated. Okay, so her band is coming somewhere right here. It's a yellow band. I'm going to get more of this ochre, a really clean stroke of ochre. So it's shifting towards the dark. So I'm just going to grab a bit of black, the really dark, the ochre and black mixture that I made, and I'm going to lay that in right here where it's turning towards the neck, right? And I really enjoy the complex formation of the hair, and I'm going to use a mixture of lighter browns and mix that with black, and I'm going to lay the shadows, how the hair is turning. And the lobe of the ear is going to be more towards the pinkish side. This is the nostril. Always remember not to make your nostrils too small. So this is where the eyebrows are coming, and as soon as they come towards the light, they're going to be not so dark, rather they're going to lose their saturation. They're going to get lighter and lighter in value. Not too much, because skin is not like plastic. It's organic, it's matte. It's not gonna shine like metal. And I'm gonna blend that transition into the jawline. And the jawline, because it's bone, the bone structure is going to be slightly, depending on what sort of light you're getting. Are you getting a bluer light? Are you getting a greener light?